Hello, everybody. Last time, our Vagabonds got a caravan, fancy new clothes, and a mission for the Marquis de Cat. They began their trip to Subspire Keep and have just arrived at Six Toes Stand. So the caravan begins to approach the town, Six Toes Stand, as was in your original plan how to travel. The map is still in Discord if anyone needs it. Side note, I know we've only described like you guys going to Stars Rise and that, you know, kind of just traveling, but it's been about 8 or 9 days so far. So it's kind of like montage as you guys were traveling. As I said, it would take about 2 weeks of travel to get to Subspire Peak, as it's on the opposite side of the forest.
You see Poe in the back of the wagon. There's like a shadow over him, and as he turns to the camera, he looks like a photorealistic possum because he hasn't bathed in 9 days.
As the caravan moves towards this town, it is pretty deep in the woods. There are cobbled roads that snake through ancient trees covered in moss. It is getting a little bit colder as summer is beginning to turn to fall. You guys are currently at the end of summer. As you continue down these roads, things open up a little bit. There's above-ground homes, shops rest at the base of trees, and the bustle of a busy clearing breathes life into some areas while others sit desolate. Many homes lie empty and destroyed, forgotten by families until they can be repaired.
Abandoned village, did you say?
Not all of it. There are some homes that seem broken and abandoned, but not all of them.
Okay.
And that's what you guys see as you guys make your way into Six Toes Stand. The last thing you guys see.
It's your mother's face.
Yes. In the middle of town, there is a very large bronze statue of a fox in chainmail armor, holding a great sword aloft towards the sky. There is a plaque with the inscription that says "Keelan Sixto, a beacon of hope for those with none."
Remind me, is this place under, is it actively in strife or anything? Or
you can roll for it because you didn't roll for this one. Only one player so far has heard about Six Toes Stand.
It's me. I have done it.
7.
A mixed success. So on a what you can remember from this situation. You know that on a mixed success that Six Toes Stand is a primarily fox. Primarily foxes are the species that lives here, as well as rabbits. There is not a direct political conflict from any of the major factions here. There's not like a strong Marquis presence, Woodland presence, Erie presence. There's none of that. There is some conflicts here, obviously, from what you can see, but you don't really remember. You can't really remember what because it wasn't like a major player. So that's what you get with year 7.
Okay. Dealing with foxes and rabbits, which is an interesting combination, if you ask me. Just for reasons.
Why? Why?
Well, are we like tired and we need to rest, or we're
you guys
gonna, pile on for? Should we get out and look around?
Yes!
Stretch our claws and our human hands.
Yes!
Okay. Let's get out. I'm wearing my normal clothes, by the way. I'm not wearing my fancy outfit.
Gotcha.
I guess I'm wearing my new-ish clothes. Yeah. I guess the first thing I want to do is see if there's a bar, an inn, or something like that.
I want to see if they got like a comic book shop. I go immediately to the brothel.
No, this isn't Pathfinder.
This isn't Orson at all. Who are you?
You're looking for an inn, Dave?
Or a bar, because the idea that Poe is basically trying to look for. I guess I could read, or what's it called?
Yeah, you could. I mean, it's like it'd be cunning.
Yeah, because I basically just want to see if there's like groups of people or something. Because like in theory, maybe Mala's here, and I want to see if I can find her.
Yeah.
Or find the people that somebody mentioned I should come here for. So, roll with cunning. I got a 6.
How is Poe going about this? How is Poe just kind of like trying to wander?
Probably jumps out of the back. I mean, with a 6, I probably jump out of the back of the wagon and just kind of look with both of my eyes in different directions.
Imagine jumping out of the wagon just.
On a miss, I'm gonna say it takes you. Here's what you get with your miss is that you guys, Orson is kind of like, oh, are we tired? What are we gonna do? And Poe's just like kind of gone. Poe like leaves, and you're not sure where Poe went.
What about you, Jack?
I keep looking too high up. Just like above the buildings.
We should try and... What? You
Jack's
first.
first going to just do an inspection of the cart.
Okay.
For a long...
Roll with cunning.
I got a 8.
Okay. On a mixed success, I think you noticed the cart. You guys did not take a very. You guys took to the path mainly. The cart doesn't seem to be in much disarray. But after investigating, you see Lumpy's a little tired. Lumpy looks like he's
Lumpy's
panting
dead.
a little bit. Lumpy looks a little dead. Which looks like very like a little wobbly.
I guess,
needs a girlfriend.
do I know how to take care of Lumpy, or does he just need to rest where he is?
With an 8, I think.
Is anyone fed Lumpy?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think I don't know if you guys actually have like taken. None of you have been trained in animal care, as far as I know. So,
Lore Master. I should know a thing or two about.
Oh,
that.
actually,
we're all animals, so
yeah. Actually, there isn't. No, Tom has a thing for that. It's your. It's not Lore Master. It's something else. It's your first skill.
Here, let me see.
I think.
My first skill, you said?
Yeah.
The worth of a book, probably.
Yeah, because it's an old technique.
Oh.
It might be like
Yeah,
animal,
old
like how to keep
techniques,
up
you're
animals.
right.
Yeah. So roll.
6, 7, 8.
8. Okay, I'm gonna
I
say
didn't count on my finger.
Orson has had some awareness of like how to take care of
Animal
Lumpy once.
husbandry.
Yeah, after you guys like got the cart or got the wagon and got Lumpy, Orson was kind of taking care of it, but not like I don't think any of you have a comprehensive knowledge. But Lumpy's probably hungry, probably a little tired.
I feed Lumpy 2 entire apples in one, and it chops him up like a horse.
Feed him
like
30
nothing.
apples once a week, and that's enough.
And that its slow metabolism will burn off the 30 apples over the week.
But yeah, Lumpy just looks a little worse for wear, I'd say.
We'll let
Lumpy.
Lumpy rest and eat, digest his apples.
Yeah, I put down a trough of apples in front of Lumpy, and it makes the loudest noise as if it has too many hard, like flat teeth. It's just like a plant eater, but it's still like a little off-putting to anybody listening to it.
It makes overlapping Lumpy noises.
Yes.
just play 6 Lumpy sound effects stacked exactly on top of each other.
And also, I just want to know what
Video
Roll-Poly's
crashes.
mouth looks like. Okay, so we're gonna pretend like it's got a horse's mouth on the inside, but it's got these little palps that like pull the apples. It's horrifying. It's spooky season though, so it's gotta be a little scary.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a little
this is the entire spooky budget for the episode.
For Root, anyway.
It's Lumpy eating.
Okay. So that's what you got. That's what Jack finds out, and you guys kind of take care of Lumpy.
Oh, Lumpy.
So Orson and Jack, what do you guys do?
Maybe we wander off in the direction Poe's going.
Yeah,
Okay.
should we find him?
Yeah, we should probably keep track of the poor fella. Seems lost.
Keep him from burning down this town.
Yeah, the rest of the town. I'd also like to know what happened to some of these buildings.
Poe, roll luck.
See if I stumble anywhere. 6 + 3 + 1 is 10.
That's good.
Yeah.
It does take you. So I think this is the better part of this day because you rolled such a miss.
I'm still
you
just
guys,
like looking up, walking.
We're
forward.
walking like half a
Trust the
block
process.
behind.
Just trust the process.
It's but most of the day is Poe wandering around you trying to follow Poe and catch up to him in like in a comedic fashion. As eventually, as sun begins to set and it gets to be evening time, you find
I stop. I just stop, and then I turn
Stop,
my
Jack.
I turn my head to the left, and I see.
deep in the ground, in kind of the center of this clearing, held together by a tapestry of gnarled roots, is the heart of Sixto Stand. It seems to be like from your immediate looking, kind of like a town hall. I think is the thing that it might look like, but there is more the noise, like the lights from inside, the kind of the smell of food and alcohol makes you think it's more like a bar, but it's hard to tell with its placement.
Walk inside.
As you walk inside, there are plenty. It's a very large, seems to be kind of tavern. There are quite a few denizens. I'd say there's about 30 to 40 people in here, sitting at various tables, sitting at the bar. There is a fireplace that has a very nice warm fire lit. There seems to be a older
whale.
No. We made. Well, I guess those are mammals, but no, they live.
We're playing with.
Got you there.
Fire here.
Dolphins.
There is a fairly old fox with gray hair sitting by the fire.
Fox.
A silver fox. And she has there is a pretty decent crowd of rabbits and foxes kind of listening to her as she seems to be telling a story. Roll. If anyone wants to investigate further, they can roll cunning, I'd say.
I feel like I would be interested in the story mostly.
Okay.
Because I'm Nosy and the guy who's writing the Gazette. Do you think any of my things would, like, there's search the records? This isn't really that.
No, I would say, it depends what you're trying to achieve here.
I'm assuming they might be talking about something that might be relevant to the town.
You could go up. You don't have to spy. You could go up and listen if you need to.
Okay.
If you want to try to relay information, is this story true or is it embellished? That would be lore master.
I want to grapple
okay.
an
So
enemy.
should I listen? Should I listen first, then roll?
Yes.
Do you think?
Okay. What did you get, Paul?
Oh,
Paul?
I just rolled cunning just to listen, and I got a 9.
No, it was to that was to see kind of get the vibe. Basically, it was a 9 vibe check.
Vibe check.
With a mixed success, I think what stands out the most to you kind of get distracted from your original goal of trying to figure out whatever you were here for. What you notice, I think the thing that's most prevalent is a lot of the rabbits seem to be the workers in this town. Their clothes are a little bit a little dingier, a little more like peasantish, whereas a lot of the foxes are wearing more upscale clothing. Not like super rich, but a little more put together.
Is there any sort of difference between predator and prey animals? Like, this is a Zootopia situation?
No.
Are we a Zootopia situation?
I don't really care because I'm a predator.
You would assume you've never encountered that in the world so far. So, this could be an exception in the town, but you don't think it's the case.
Okay, all right. But do we have any kind of mental note? Like, does it ping our radar at all that they are prey animals of some sort?
No.
Okay, cool. Just check. I wasn't sure if that was part of the zeitgeist or anything.
I'm an alpha.
I'm an alpha male, and I'm really worried about the masculinity of everything around me. Because if they're not masculine, I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I might cry.
What are we doing here?
I don't rightfully know. I want to listen to the story, I guess, for now.
Okay.
I buy 3 ales and we sit and listen to a story.
Okay. You as you sit down and kind of some people do take note of you as you are, travelers and there aren't, like I said, there are other denizens that aren't foxes and rabbits, but there aren't a ton. You would see maybe 4 or 5 scattered throughout here. But as you sit down, get some nods from people. They see you bought booze, and you hear this woman says, "Well, it was so many years ago, but I was just a wee little fox back then. We were being hounded on the weekly by wolves. Oh, they were menacing. They had teeth bad and swords drawn. They would rob us month after month for our wares and tried to take over town, and we put up what resistance we could, but we were not a military folk. But there was one," and all of the little rabbits kind of like clamor to her feet and look excited.
Oh, they're like baby rabbits?
There's some baby rabbits, not like baby babies, but like
Bunnies?
teens. Yeah, like bunnies.
Hairs?
No bunny teens.
Pubic hairs?
Pubic hair. God, Jesus Christ.
But hairs is spelled like the rabbit?
Oh
my
no.
goodness.
Oh no.
Kind of
As we're listening to this, I like go to grab Orson, but I just put my entire hand into his cup.
What do you want? Just do it.
Listen.
I'm listening. Stop.
But I like to imagine that Orson and Jack have like grotesque human hands, but I still just have possum hands.
Yeah, he's got a
My little
paws.
hairy possum.
What is it?
Listen.
I am.
Continue.
Oh God! I pull my cup away.
But there was one, and they all listen. Keelan Sixtoe, and like a couple people cheer. She was the bravest among us, a warrior without peer, with her great sword and spiked shield. She led a small resistance and fought back the wolves, winning the day and winning our freedom.
Can I do
And
a
About
memory
6
check
or
really quick?
7 of
Yeah,
them.
you can do a lure check.
Was it
Can
about
I-
6 or
do
7?
I
of them?
remember when you saw the statue? Did I notice she had 6 toes?
I think it's more of a name than it is an actual like
You
description.
tell me. Did I notice if she had 6
no.
toes?
She didn't have
Where
6
does the name come from?
She took 6 toes.
That's how many. She had a
always
necklace of
liked
6
it.
toes, though.
Ugh.
Okay, then I raised my hand.
Roll up.
I go to as you raise your hand, I go to reach for your cup again.
Okay, I roll a luck. I got 6.
She just does not see you as everyone's cheering this one
I
storyteller.
lower my hand.
You look down at my hands in your cup.
I give it to him and I stomp off to buy a new pair. New ale. Do they have like a very, is it like butter beer? Give
what
us
kind
a
of
little taste of that red wall? Weird nectar that they're drinking or whatever.
Yeah, the alcohol here that you all kind of you got whatever like the usual was. It is a mead, a honey mead, with some flavorings of cranberry.
Oh, very nice.
It's fairly like you guys each like drink one, or Orson drinks whatever is not in Opo's fur. It's fairly alcoholic. You guys feel yourselves already getting a little tipsy just from the one glass.
Does it give us a hefty fall vibe? Is what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean
Yeah.
cranberries and mead. That's
Is
that'll
it
do
fall
it.
now in this?
it's the end of
about
summer.
to be.
Yeah,
But
it's about to be
we've
fall.
started sooner because that's what the world tends to do.
It's
we
probably
started in
yeah.
August.
Yeah, it is probably around August. Our
Did
time.
we
It
get a
was still
pumpkin?
hot. It was only 4 days after my damn birthday, and it's like spooky season this year. Like, what the fuck?
What was your question, Bo?
I want a pumpkin spice latte.
Or pumpkin spice.
It's 6
vodka
p.m. So the story continues, and this woman gives kind of gives a description of Keelan, who saved the town from wolves, and everyone cheers and kind of like begins to tell other deeds of that time Keelan saved a group of bunnies from a ravenous bear bandit, stuff like that.
Can I roll a lore check now?
Yes.
Do I know if this? Well, let me roll it. I guess first. It's at 11.
11's very good. Despite like,
I think I get to ask a specific.
Oh
question.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I get to ask a question, and 10 plus I get to ask a follow-up question. Was this person real?
Yes.
Okay. And did they have 6 toes?
They did not have 6 toes.
Do I know why they were called 6 toes?
You get the feeling it was a last name and not necessarily a title. Yeah.
She had 6 toes, but they weren't. Or you think they were?
Or on her hand.
I'm just making sure. I'm just fact checking here.
Yeah.
This passes mustard.
Um.
And I go, it's good to hear the old tales passed down to the new blood. You know. And cranberry goes right to my burps.
What else do you? Is there anything else you guys tried? Like, there are many conversations and people around here. Is anything that you all are trying to?
I want to, like, if there's like a clearing, I guess, if people start to leave the old woman alone.
Yeah.
I kind of want to sit down next to her and ask her some questions.
Okay. Yeah. After, like, she tells the that's like, she ends the story of Keelan, and like, you know, she gets a couple cheers. I think someone, you know, buys her a drink. Some people kind of leave. Like, she is taking a break more than done for the night. You get the impression, but there is a moment where she's less surrounded.
Is she next to the fireplace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I do another lore check?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I gotta roll again, I guess.
If you're gonna ask if she's Keelan, I want to make this
I
a
wanted
more
to do
charming.
that.
No, I want to make that a more charming reveal than rolling a check.
Well, I will. How about I check, and then you can. I just know in my heart of hearts, because I got a 12.
You do not think she's.
Okay, she doesn't have 6 toes
That's
on
why.
her face.
Real quick, Jack wants to just be observing who's walking around. And he sees all, like, you know, the bunnies walk out, and he's just doing a look. It's like, do you guys have carrot cake?
Yeah. Hell yeah, we have carrot. No one, I mean, it's not a super popular dish here, but yeah, man.
It's
Yeah, you want
not.
some? Yeah.
No, we fucking hate
Fox-
it.
Foxes
the
hate
racist.
carrot cakes.
I'm just
lot of them
saying.
hate
I thought it would be more popular.
I'll take a carrot cake.
All right, yeah, come on. And they like
They lead you to a back room.
and they beat the fuck out of you. You
That's
chose
why
wrong.
it's popular.
It was a secret resistance password. Now I'm somewhere else.
You know, a couple rabbits do take. They like kind of make a small table for you and bring you like a very nice, very moist carrot cake with some delicious cream cheese frosting on there.
Oh.
It is served with a small glass of milk and a glass of honey whiskey as well.
Oh, there you go.
On the house, and they the drink is on the house, not the carrot cake, but they.
Oh.
I wish I could order food, and then they were so impressed they'd give me more food.
Can't believe you knew
okay.
about
Poe, you want to roll or you want to talk to her?
I
Okay,
just
so
want to talk. Yeah, I stand next to her, next to the fireplace with my cup here.
Oh,
No, it's the one I gave you.
Yeah. I just have my
The hairs in
hands
it.
I'm watching this because I want to glean. I'm nosy and I'm gleaning more info from this.
oh, are you out of town? Out of towner?
Yeah, I come from Cool Claw
Oh,
Mines.
I've heard a little bit on the wind about Cool Claw.
I liked your story about Six Toes person. I forgot her name
thank
already.
you. Yes, Keelan is a big figure in Six Toes Stand.
Is she still alive?
Oh, unfortunately, that was many years ago. Keelan Keegan passed away. Just another thing. No sordid story. Just old age. She spent her lifetime defending this town, and eventually got a hero's rest.
You said she had friends? Help?
Well, she had a small a group of soldiers. Well, civic denizens that acted as soldiers at that time.
Are any of them alive?
No, the conflict was many. Well, you're pretty charming. Roll advantage with charm.
So
Okay,
10.
that's a full success. Yeah, she sees that you're very into storage. She goes, well, no, none of them are alive right now, but that spirit does carry on. It is somewhat of a tradition here in Six Toes Stand that the citizens that are the most heroic aspire to the greatness of Keelan herself, do good deeds. They earn the title of Six Toe themselves. And she gestures, and there are to a couple people in this tavern. There is another fox wearing kind of leather armor, kind of drinking with a small crowd around her. That is Mo Six Toe. Points to a kind of a much larger fox that's kind of got like one scar on his cheek. Much buffer. Says that's Everett over there. And there's a couple others around town as well.
Is Everett's last name also Six Toe?
Yes.
Oh, because it's a title.
It became a title. It was Keelan's name, but in her memory, it became a title for those who act above and beyond for our town.
Oh, so what are they? What do they fight for?
Well, they fight for justice. They fight for the town itself. Mo once saved a group of rabbits from a collapse in the bunny mines.
Oh my God, they mine bunnies?
No, it's a mine where the bunnies tend to work.
Speaking of that, like, I came to town and I couldn't help but notice that the town isn't looking so great, but then also that there seems to be some sort of like designation here.
Well, there's a bit of a class discrepancy. Yes, the town being destroyed is it's kind of like she kind of brings you in closer. Unfortunately, we are still beset upon by wolf attacks. We have the Six Toes here, and we hope to pull out a win, but I don't know if that'll be the case.
How many Six Toes are in town?
Thanks for a second. Four currently, maybe. I would say personally 5, but I'm not.
So there's 4 of them, and if we join, that's 3 more.
Who's we?
Can Jack hear it?
Yeah, I'd say Jack, you're at a table by yourself. You can hear this just fine.
I just want to burst it. What if you guys want a ballista?
What?
You got it.
Don't pay attention when I take my hand out of my cup and I just like touch your face. Listen.
Oh my!
The carrot cake.
Do you know the next time the
Put it out
wolves?
and carrot cake like flew out as he said.
Do you know the next time the wolves are supposed to arrive?
Oh, but they don't. There's no conversation anymore. It's just attacks.
Oh. And when was the last time they came?
Oh, I think about 2 weeks, month ago, around that time frame.
Oh, they might be coming again soon, right?
I certainly hope not, but I can't make any promises.
Well, thank you. I mean, okay, wait, but back to the whole Six Toes thing. So,
Yes.
The class thing that's happening, like, why is that happening?
She kind of like, as you begin talking about more like the wolf attack was obviously a more serious topic. This is probably even a touchier topic. So she like kind of pulls you even like you two are sitting on the fire by yourselves for sure now. I think probably
closer.
Yeah, like Jack and Orson. I think she kind of gets our kind of with pose, so kind of like lets like that slide a little bit. But it's not ideal. I certainly don't wish it, but I think the foxes think themselves the saviors of the town, the heroes, and that their predecessor was the one who saved the town, so they hold themselves in higher esteem and power than many of the working class rabbits.
But I thought you said they fight for justice.
Could I cut him off real quick? Are all the six toes foxes?
I think she knows that you guys are all together, so she lets you join in.
Yeah.
There's like a
I'm
little bunny
here.
There's a little bunny that tries to join in, and we just kind of.
I just shove him up. No, I'm mean about it.
Yes, all the six toes are unfortunately foxes. There is
I hop off.
There
not
is
far enough away to die.
there is a candidate that I personally endorse, and I know others do as well, to have the title, but it has not come yet.
What candidate?
Lila Fearclaw.
Is a fox?
No, Lila Fearclaw is a crow.
Crow?
Bro.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
She's
I
been living
look
here.
at Jack. He has no idea.
He's been living here many years.
Falls out of his mouth.
There was a fire a couple of years ago, and it swept through our clearing. But Lila worked tirelessly to try to escort all the stranded denizens to safety.
So what you're saying is if the wolves show up, we should talk to Lila, and then get maybe 3 bunnies and show all these foxes how to fight for justice.
No. We're gonna get 3 bunnies killed, Paul. They're bunnies.
In a perfect world, I would love to see everyone working together and for things to equal out,
But not wolves, right?
well, no, not. I mean, if they would leave us, that'd be fantastic. But I don't want to paint any sort of like necessarily it's one versus the other. The six toes, despite having the same title, aren't necessarily all in agreement either. They don't work together as a team necessarily.
They fight more for fame than they do for justice.
They're all different.
Looks like somebody has to show them how it's done. Bo just stands there like
It
this.
takes me a minute.
I have my drink. My drink is pouring on my side because I'm holding my.
I would love for peace. I would love to see peace for Six Toes stand in my lifetime.
And so I guess sidebar. I pull her aside a little more. We're like really way too close to the fire. It's we're like sweating.
Yeah.
Have you heard of a fox named Mala from Cool Claw Mine?
Roll luck.
6 + 2 + 1, so 9.
It's unfortunately that name does not ring a bell offhand. I know there are people that come through here regularly, so not one that stood out, unfortunately.
Okay, thank you. Do you know an inn we could stay in for the night?
Oh, you could stay here.
Oh.
You're in one.
Are you the innkeep?
No, that's no.
I point with my wet hand.
This is just a place I'm known to come and tell stories. Sorry.
And you're sure you're not Kaylin?
Keelan and no.
And Orson already knows she's
You don't wanna do a clever wink as I turn around?
Orson's like,
You turn around, but no one sees it. Your face is covering her face.
I start to walk towards where the innkeeper is, but I keep constantly turning around to see if she's winking at me.
Orson knows she's not.
Eh?
She died like 200 seasons ago.